Salute everybody. Salute, salute. Welcome to the podcast today. I am Urban. Appreciate you tuning in. Today we're going to talk about a situation that happened with a famous YouTuber, right? Now, this famous YouTuber, his name is Lil James, right? So, y'all may not know about Lil James, okay? Y'all may not know about him, but I know about him. The reason why I know about him is because my children watch him. My children watch him and Little Tay Tay and all these other well-known children YouTubers. All right, so that's the reason why I know about him. All right, so there was a situation that had happened with Little James and his mom, and we're going to review the footage of this, and I'm going to give you my perspective on this situation. All right. So without further ado, make sure you hit that like button as you coming in, and we're going to jump right into the topic. Miss Andy, salute, welcome. Been a while. Welcome. Appreciate you tuning in, and as she say, hit that good old like button on your way in. All right. So lately, I've been talking to y'all a lot about the behavior of modern day women. Okay. Now, once again, whenever I talk about the behavior of modern day women in this situation, I'm not talking about all women. I'm just only talking about these type of women who resemble this type of behavior. All right. So this episode is going to be no different because it was a situation that did happen. And I honestly want to get y'all perspective on this. And of course, I'm going to tell you my perspective about this as well, too. So before I share the footage with y'all, let me just give you a little bit of background of what was happening in the situation. Long story short, Little James and his mom, they was invited to a prom, right? Some people say that it was a middle school prom, but by me doing research, right? By me doing extensive research, it was actually a YouTuber kids party prom, and it would just say prom theme. Okay, so Little James's mom was invited to this event, and they showed up to the event, and a situation happened there. All right, so let me show y'all this situation. And she said this. She said, "Yeah, I've been taking classes, final so complete. I have more free time. Salute. Hey, salute to you doing your thing. Salute." But yeah, let's go and jump into this footage. All right, and I promise y'all I won't be long today. Not to get packing and stuff for my upcoming trip. So let's go and jump into it, y'all. Boy, I'm gonna get a lot of copyrights on this one, but that's okay. I know how to edit it out. But y'all seen the whole entire situation, right? That transpired. So once again, I want y'all to understand what was going on here. They was at a kids event, okay? A kids function event. The theme was prom. Now, Little James and his mom was invited to this event along with other YouTubers as well too. The dude that was dancing is a famous YouTuber as well too, a famous kid YouTuber as well too. Okay. So Oh well, she said I really couldn't see what was going on. All right, I'll blow it up for y'all. I'll blow it up for y'all. I'll make it bigger. Here you go. So you can see exactly what's going on. And so you can understand what I'm about to get ready to say about this situation. But here you go. We're going to run it again. Now, the lady that is twerking right now is Lil James' mom. Lil James' mom is twerking with this other dude right here. This dude who's in the red right here, he is also a YouTuber. Okay. He is also a famous YouTuber. He said that was him, bro. That was him. Now I know good and well that this dude know good and well that was Lil James' mom. I know good and well he know that. But the whole point of the matter is this, y'all. It's the whole point that Lil James' mom decided that she wanted to twerk on this dude. And what's worse about this, y'all, is that normally, Lil J's mom decided that it was appropriate for her to do this. She is, I believe, she's the oldest one in the group, right? She decided this was appropriate to do this, right? And on top of that, as you can see in the background, all the girls and the young lady in the background, they're recording, they're encouraging her, and all this stuff. So when Lil James seen what was going on, right, he came around the corner. He came around the corner and stopped her. Came around the corner and stopped her. Now keep in mind that once again, this is a grown woman twerking on a kid. I want y'all to keep that in mind. A grown woman twerking on a kid. Now, pay attention to this. His mom is right there. Look at this. His mom is right there. His mom is having the time of her life. She's laughing. Not a bit concerned about what just transpired with her son. Just like I say, y'all, every time I do these type of shows and I talk about the behavior of the modern women, this is exactly what I'm talking about. No remorse, no accountability whatsoever. None whatsoever. But let's continue. And on top of that, right, his mom looked at him and just decided to start back dancing like, oh yeah, this was hype, this was fun. Son over there hurt. Mm-mm-mm. 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 But once again, salute everybody who's tuning in right now. Now, Katie, I see you in the chat. Appreciate you. Scorpio, I see you in the chat as well. Everybody who's watching in the bushes, I see you as well too. I see y'all. I see y'all. But once again, there's no type of accountability whatsoever on his mom part. She thought that everything she was doing was appropriate at that moment. She was thinking everything she was doing was appropriate. So let me once again, I asked this question before, and I'm gonna ask this question again. Ladies, since we believe in the sisterhood, right? If you were there at that situation, how would you react? Would you be pulling your phones out and recording the situation? Would you be doing that? Would you be cheering her on? Or as a woman with integrity, right? Also as a woman who have children as well too, right? Would you go up to her and tell her that what she was doing is inappropriate? Would you literally tell her that? Because once again, I talked about this before about the sisterhood, and I talk about how the sisterhood is really broken. I had asked many women who was watching my stream, I asked them, would you hold your own sister accountable for her behavior? Overwhelmingly, a lot of ladies, including ladies who was in the chat when I was doing that stream, they said, hell no, Urban, I wouldn't say nothing. And the reason why they said that is because they said it wasn't their business to say anything. So I had asked the same question, but differently. I like, well, ladies, what if it was men, right? What if us men see other men doing things that's inappropriate? Do you have the expectation for us as men to address that other man and tell him what he doing is wrong? Overwhelmingly, just about every woman say, yeah, that's what men supposed to do. You're supposed to hold your fellow man accountable. You're supposed to hold your fellow brother accountable. You're supposed to be your brother's keeper. Then on top of that, we start talking about mentorship and all the stuff there. So I was like, okay, so why is it a double standard? Why the sisterhood is not going to say nothing to your sister, especially when they doing inappropriate things or living an inappropriate life? But however, y'all have the expectation as us as men to talk to address the negative behavior that men do. But the answer was overwhelmingly the same, meaning that it's not my responsibility. I wouldn't say nothing. So I'm looking at the comments right now. Some like Miss Sandy, she's saying, well, I would say something. Miss Sandy said, yeah, I would definitely speak to her. I would definitely speak to her. Scorpio said, I would have shut it all the way down. Katie said, he's so embarrassed about his mom. Mm-hmm. If she continue, I will leave. The Scorpio follow-up said, I was just worried about mine now, Urban. When I see the boy cry, I would have to stop recording. So Katie, so you would be recording her twerking on this kid. And as long as her son wouldn't cry, you'll continue to record and encourage her. Is that what you're saying? I hope that ain't what you're saying. Scorpio said, I take crime very seriously. Because that's what happened. They put Lil James into, well, she put Lil James into a unnecessary emotional state, especially at his age. Do y'all know, in a weird way, this is like the equivalency of a man um, finding out that his woman or his wife is cheating on him with another man? It's kind of similar to that situation. It's kind of similar to that. Now I know y'all think about, hold up, Urban, but that's her son. Why would you say something like that? Why would you say something like that? The reason why I'm saying that is because also it is said out there that mothers consider their sons as their husbands or their replacement husbands. Not all of them, but the certain type of modern day women, especially single modern day women with this behavior. Well, instead of them raising their sons to be permanent men, right? They raise their sons to be a replacement of what they're lacking, which is a man. This is the reason why we hear people call these dudes mama's boys and different things like that. It's because these type of modern day women raise their sons, they raise and groom them to be the way that they want them to be. And this is why also these same type of young men end up growing up to be simps or even beta male simps. So let me share this with y'all too. I'm sharing this with y'all too. Now we see the situation that was going on. We know that the situation was inappropriate, obviously. But they had a response to the situation because the internet ate them up for this, okay, especially the mom. So I'm going to show y'all this next footage, and I'm going to ask y'all this question before I present it to y'all, okay? Do you think Lil James' mom took accountability for this? Do you think Lil James' mom had not only took accountability for this, but actually apologized? Right? Y'all think so? Let's find out. Let me show y'all this new footage. Now I'm gonna blow this up a little bit where y'all can see it too. All right. So this is their response video. Okay. Listen to the language that Lil James is talking about. All right. I want y'all to listen closely to the language that Lil James is talking about. Okay.
They need to check on you. They trying to see about you because they know that you're going through it.
What are they trying to check about me about, Mama?
Because your mama embarrassed you, Jay.
Embarrassed me?
Yeah, I made you cry. So they want to know how you doing.
I'm doing good. I'm still living my kid life, waking up every morning, enjoying life. What that mean?
I'm just saying, Jay. They want to check on you because, yeah.
Check on me for what?
Now listen to what he's saying, okay? He is saying that why are they checking on me? I am living good. I am eating well. I am living my child life. Listen closely. The reason why he's saying this, okay, is because this is something that his mom has scripted him to say. Every video that I had did, right, dealing with these type of modern day women, they say the same exact thing. They say this: why are you checking on me? I'm doing good. I am living my adult life. I am living my adult life. But the only difference is that he said, I am living my child life. So his mom literally stood up here and prompted him to say this. Here's another thing too about this crazy behavior is this. Well, before I get to this point, let me let y'all hear more of his point, okay?
You know what? Let me say this real quick. The only reason why I was crying is because I thought Runick was saying like, James, she for me. Like, it's me. That's me. Like, trying to say like my mama for him. Like, my mama ain't for nobody. That's what I thought he said, but he was saying, James, it's me. That's what he was saying. That's why I started crying.
So he's saying that the real reason why he started crying is because of the young man I was showing you, right? After when he was twerking on his mom and he pulled her away from him, he's saying that was for me, which he did say that. But I'm going to have to call cap on this one. I'm going to have to call cap on that for real. And I had to do this to this young man, but that wasn't the reason why. That was the end result of the reason, but the main reason why is because his mom was twerking on that dude, period. That was the main reason why. But once again, this is something that him and his mom had discussed it, and they scripted together, and they decided to do a live in the car to talk about it. And the reason why they're doing that is because the mom, the one who was getting roasted on social media, the mom was. So she's trying to clear her name by using her son to clear her name. That's pretty much what she's doing. But let's continue.
Didn't know that. They thought I made you cry because I was dancing. So it was like boy mom dance on man and makes him cry or something like that.
No, I was crying because what Runick said. Wait, mama, and they wasn't even at the prom. So how do they know?
The video,
They watched the video of you dancing and me coming in, and now they just think they know everything happened. Cause I bet you, mama, after that happened, we went to the car and we talked about it.
Yeah, but I mean, they didn't know that, so they don't. All they seen was you crying. I laughed. I didn't check on you, so you know. Yeah, and you probably they say you ain't gonna never look at
me.
See, here's another thing that's interesting too that I want to bring to your attention. He said this is that after when the situation happened, they went to the car and they talked about it. Now here's my question. Just the same as they was recording this whole situation, recording her twerking, right? Recording her embarrassing her son for clicks and views. Would it have been also appropriate for them to record this whole conversation that they had in the car? And I'm thinking about this from a perspective of being a content creator, because obviously, if I'm a content creator and I'm creating content, right, I will make sure that I have every type of possible content to put out there. So would it be more appropriate for her to record that whole entire conversation, just like she's recording this conversation right now? Would it be appropriate for her to record that conversation? Hey, James, what's going on with you, baby? Mama, you hurt my feelings. How did I do that, baby? You was twerking on you little yogi, and he said you was healed. You belong to nobody, mama. Nobody. Baby, I'm sorry. I didn't know that this was going to hurt you. Now, wouldn't that be more appropriate for her to do a video of that? But guess what? They didn't. But let's continue.
When we got in the car, we talked about it. We got it over and we went in the prom and had some more fun.
But they didn't know that. So they didn't have that information until just now.
Yeah.
But yeah, they said they know you probably want you a new mama.
A new mama?
But you embarrassed, man, and I traumatized you.
Embarrassed and traumatized
I traumatized you, Stink.
How? No, you didn't. How did you traumatize me by you just dancing? The Lord knows what these people mama doing.
James.
What, mama? Just saying.
No. It's okay.
But and then I say I want a new mama.
Yeah.
I see my mama dance, and now I want to just trade my mama in.
Yeah.
I just don't want my mama no more.
Yeah.
You feed me, you clothe me. Most of all, you love me unconditionally. You love Jaylee, Pablo, all your children, and we love you too.
Why you going out so?
Okay, the reason why I pause this part, because I want to make a point about this, okay? Now, once again, I had talked about this on my podcast about the behavior, right? I talk about a particular behavior. I talk about the behavior of narcissistic personality disorders, right? And I was telling y'all that one of the main things what narcissists do, right, is that they gaslight their victims, okay? What is gaslighting? Gaslighting is basically presenting a reality to their victims. Like, say for example, they're presenting reality like, I could do these certain things for you and stuff, but in return, I'm going to treat you a certain type of way. Okay. The example I gave y'all is when I did that podcast talking about the young lady who allowed this dude to pretty much buy her out, right? He took her on an expensive trip. He was doing all these expensive things. But however, that young lady don't even know this dude. She barely know him. She only met this dude a week ago. She only met this dude a week ago, and now this dude is taking her out on expensive trips, buying her clothes, doing all these different things like that. And in her mind, she thinking that she's winning. But I was letting y'all know that that's the beginning of narcissistic personality disorder, because that's what narcissists do. They'll reel you in so they can pull you out and be able to manipulate and control you. Same situation that's going on with Lil James and his mom. The only difference is that Lil James' mom is the narcissist. She's the narcissist. So she literally programmed Lil James to say, look, am I not your mama? Do I not give you things that you need? Do I not give you food and clothes and do all these different things for you, right? And of course, by him being a child, he's going to say, yeah, mama, you do all those things for me. And so in his mind, he don't see nothing wrong with it. Therefore, in his mind, he could easily justify her behavior of her twerking on that dude. And so when it comes up again, right, which I'm pretty sure is going to come up again, guess what? She's going to do it again. And guess what? He's going to have a different reaction versus what we just seen. The next time around, he's going to be cool with it. All because of what his mom programmed him to believe in that reality. How the way his mom gaslight him to believe in the false sense of reality. I want to let y'all know this too. Everything that he just said, right, that is what his mom is required to do as a mother. She's required to take care of him. She's required to feed him and doing all these necessity things. She's required to do that. But just because she's required to do that, that does not mean that that's a condition of it being unconditional love, like he's stating. No, it's not. That is not a condition of unconditional love. That is only a required condition for her to do as a human being towards another human being. So she got this dude thinking that her behavior is appropriate. Now, in this whole conversation so far, y'all have not once heard her saying, James, baby, I am sorry. Y'all haven't heard her say that. But what y'all are hearing in real time right now is this, is that she is justifying the behavior. In other words, she's not even taking accountability for putting her son in a situation to begin with in the first place, because it wasn't Lil James' fault. It was her fault because she made a decision. She did. She made a decision to be a little old thought and twerk on this young dude. She decided to do that. Now, nobody else. She decided to do that. But that's what I say with these type of women. These modern day women, they do not like taking accountability whatsoever. And then when that word accountability comes around, where people start telling them about that, right, they want to play the victim role. In this situation, that's what she's doing with Lil James. She playing the victim role and using her son as a pawn to play this victim role. But let's continue. He almost done, y'all.
I'm just saying though, how y'all gonna sit up there and try to say all that about my mama and she traumatized me? Like I got my own voice, I can speak, and my mama did not traumatize me at all. I am good. Then they wanna sit up there and they wanna say all that about my mama. I love my mama.
And I love you too,
I love
boy.
you too.
I love you too. I love you
I
too.
love you, mom.
Yes.
Man, I don't want nobody just going off on my mama in these comments.
I ain't worried about
That's
the
not cool.
comments.
I know you not worried about it. I know you not worried about it.
I just wanted to do this video because I think they think that you moping around and sad and depressed and embarrassed and
I am walking around the house good.
yeah. They don't even know about the turn up the day after how much fun we went had together.
Oh, yeah.
They don't know nothing about that. I think they thought you was probably laying around crying.
Laying around crying for what?
But your mama was dancing, boy.
I'm not worried about my mama dancing. My mama can dance however much she wants.
He said that he's not worrying about his mama dancing. He said that he's not worried about his mom dancing, but however, this video says differently. If he wasn't worried about his mom dancing, then why did he react the way he did on this video? Why is he reacting? Why is he reacting to this? If he's not worrying about that, why did he come all the way over there from where he was originally at, right? Came all the way over there and broke this up if he wasn't worrying about it, if it didn't bother him. The truth is that he was worried about it. The truth is that it did embarrass him. And also the truth is that his mom is giving away a lot of different things, a lot of different factors that happen. His mom has said that right after this event, they went out and did what? They had more fun. Why would she say that? Why would she say that? The reason why she would say that is based on normal behavior, right? She knew what she did had hurted her son. And that's part of having that narcissistic personality disorder, right? Guess what narcissists going to do? They're going to try to gaslight to rectify the situation. So I'm pretty sure she probably took, the very next day, she probably took this dude out somewhere that was fun, like the Chuck E. Cheese or Six Flags or wherever the case may be. Made him have a day for him. And she did all that, right? So he could forget about the events that transpired the night before. Then I'm pretty sure why the situation was happening, right? I'm pretty sure she just slid on in the conversation and said, well, baby, how you really feel about this conversation? Do you really feel that I hurt your feelings? While he sit up there eating a bowl of ice cream, eating some Sour Patch Kids. He said, no, mama, I'm good. I'm good, mama. You gave me some Sour Patch Kids. You done took me to Chuck E. Cheese and the Six Flags. You done bought me a video game. You did all these different things. So I'm good. I'm living my best kid life. But imagine if she never did that. You can imagine that his response would be absolutely different. Be absolutely different. But yeah, according to this video, it says differently. Because if that was so, he wouldn't have did this. He wouldn't have came all the way. He was in the middle of nowhere. Just came all the way over there and said, hell no, mama. But let's continue.
Just not with no.
Just not with Rolex. No. Rolex, mama. Not Rolex.
Well, I guess that ain't happening. Huh? The boy okay.
Yep, we're okay. So whatever. So I'm telling y'all now, we okay.
Better than
And
ever.
if y'all put stuff in the comments trying to say no, he's not okay. Y'all heard me say out my own voice, I'm okay.
I love you, kid.
I'm okay.
And that's the end of that. Throughout that whole entire time, the only reason why she put that video is once again because everybody on the internet was turning her up. That was turning her up, turning her how inappropriate that was as a mother. And so she didn't put that video out to apologize. She didn't put that video out to make her son feel better. She put that video out for her. For her. And she did all them things, not because she loved her son, but she did all them things for him because for her. So she could cover up her negative behavior that she did at this night, at this dance. And so now her son gave her the green light to, hey, long as you give me what I want, mama, I don't care what you do. And she actually is cool with this. And she actually cool with it, y'all. See, here's the thing, y'all, that I want y'all to want to understand. The behavior of these modern day women out here is running rampant right now. And it's not going to get better. It's not going to get better unless we start addressing these situations. Unless not only we address them, we start coming up with some accountability for this, and we start coming up with some solutions to try to help this. The only way that things is going to change if we start stepping up and doing what we need to do as grown adults. It's time out for us to stop allowing people who we say that we care about just do whatever the hell they want to do when they want to do it. Because if we allow this behavior to continue, the next generation is going to be even worse. The next generation is going to be even worse. Because look what Lil James' mom is doing right now. She's raising him up to have the same type of mentality. Then here's another thing too, and this also dealing with us as men. Deal with us as men. Throughout that whole entire time, we did not at once see Lil James or his mom with Lil James' father. Now, I don't know the situation between him and his father. I have absolutely no idea, but I can speculate that his father is not in his life, because if that was so, then his father would have been part of that event that he was doing. But we don't see him. But us as men, that also is accountability moment as us as men too, how it's important for us to make critical decisions, especially in relationships. It's time out for us to stop going around and spreading our seeds to any old type of woman and thinking that it was cool. Time out for that. It's time for us to start stepping up even as men so we can start raising our generation, our legacies the way that they need to be raised. Because if we don't take responsibility and accountability even as men, guess what? These modern day women is going to continue to do this behavior. They're going to continue it. So, yes, a part of this is us as men fault that we need to undo what we got to do. But however, it can't be a one-way street, neither. Absolutely cannot. Like I stated on my podcast before, and I stated again, there are many men like myself who do mentor other men who do give men constructive criticism, who do give men opportunity for accountability, solutions to help them be the best productive men that they can be. But we can't do it by ourselves. If we on this side and we're helping our fellow men, it's only appropriate for women to do the same exact thing for your sisterhood. Because for us, what I see, the sisterhood, it's like y'all don't care at all about y'all sisterhood. That's why it's very easy for y'all to go around and calling each other B's and H's. That's why it's easy for y'all to knowing good well you see your sister dressing up like a thought and stuff, right? Out in these streets. Instead of addressing it, y'all say, girl, you working it. What y'all say? Girl, you slaying it, girl. You slaying it. B, you slaying it. But at the same breath, y'all want us to go back. The moment you see dudes walk around with their pants sagging, right? Y'all want us as men to go and dress that man about that. You need to say something about that. He's going around and treating women wrong. You need to say something about that. So accountability has to be both ways. Only way it's going to stop is for us to start stepping up and doing our part. And when I say stuff like this, I'm not telling y'all to go out and tackle every person that you see and say something. That's not what I'm saying. Everything that I'm talking about starts where at home. Everything I'm talking about starts where in your community. I know right now, like y'all who watching right now, y'all part of y'all community, right? Some of y'all know y'all neighbors, y'all know y'all neighbor kids, whatever, right? Some of y'all have friends and loved ones and different things like that, right? That's where it starts at. If you have a friend or a loved one that you know about, that's where it starts at. The old saying, each one teach one. You could start as simply as talking to your cousins, your brothers, your sisters, your aunts. You could start as simply as doing that. And I guarantee that if we are on the same page and we're doing the same thing, I guarantee that we see a drastic change. We'll see a drastic change in the behavior. We'll finally get out of this gender war thing, right? Where we start seeing, our women start straying away out of this modern day feminism behavior movement, right? We start seeing the men start straying away from being a simp, a beta male simp, and doing all this simpish, stupid stuff, right? And it start progressing into the way how it was back in the day, before all of us got hook, line, and sinker into this false feminist movement. Where our communities and stuff, right? Our communities, we was prominent in our communities. Where we was educating one another. We was respecting one another. We love one another. That's where it's going to start at. But like I say, it's up to is whether or not if you want to do that or not. If you don't want to do it, don't be sitting up here bitching and complaining about what you see on TV, what you see people doing if you're not doing nothing about it. This is all I'm saying. And the reason why I could talk about it is because I know I've been doing stuff about it. So that's why I have these shows. Some people, when they pull up on my podcast, they thinking that I'm always talking about modern day women and turn down modern day women, whatever. But that ain't the reason. It's a method behind my Sigma male madness. And all I'm doing is addressing the behavior, showing it to y'all real time, what's going on out there. For us, the dating scene, the behavior, whatever, showing y'all real time what's really happening out there. Because some of y'all ain't even paying attention to what's really happening out there in these streets. Because some of y'all don't even care. So I tell you in real time on this podcast what's happening with modern day women and These men out here, these beta male simps out there. So you can see that. You can make a choice. But I tell y'all this though, and I'll be done with this. I made a choice a long time ago that I wanted to be the best version of myself. Because in order for me to be the best version of myself, I had to improve myself. There's certain things I had to unlearn and relearn over again. There are things I had to take accountability for and change. So when I finally get out there and start expressing about these different type of situations, these different type of concerns, right? I'm on a whole another level where people could respect what I'm saying. It's because I'd have been out there, I'd experienced it, I'd have made certain choices and decisions. Some decisions I'd have regretted. But however, I learned from it, changed, and now I can tell you about it. Question is, are you doing the same as that thing? No, some of y'all right now, no, some of y'all look at y'allself and y'all be like, man, man, Urban, shoot, I just want to change. And I'm telling y'all can. Y'all can, absolutely you can. It don't matter your age, it don't matter if you 18 years old to 50 years old. It always, as long as you have breath, you still have an opportunity to change. You still have the opportunity not only change, but to mentor people and do what you got to do. Do it for the culture, wherever y'all want to call it. But other than that, y'all, that is it for this particular podcast episode. Y'all let me know what you want to think about this in the comments. Do you agree with what was happening with Lil James' mom? Do you believe that her behavior was appropriate for that situation? And also that's why I kept emphasizing that this was a kids event. If this was not an adult event, that was a kids event. And yeah, the young man that she was dancing with was a young man. He was a teenager, pretty much. Yes. That was not a grown man. Even though he appeared to look grown, but he's not. He's not a grown man. So do you agree with the appropriateness of the behavior that he had, his mom had every right to go and twerk her heart out? Or do you think she need to be held accountable for that? Y'all let me know in the comments, and I will see y'all again on the next podcast episode. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you continue to follow this channel as I give you these type of thought-provoking content. And I will see y'all again on the next episode. Peace out, y'all. And thank you everybody who's tuned in as well too. I see everybody. Normally I'll be addressing the comments, but but I appreciate everybody. I appreciate y'all. Katie, Scorpio, who else here? Miss Cindy, and everyone else who's here. If I miss you, I'm sorry. But everyone else who's here, appreciate you tuning in, and everyone who's going to catch the replay of this as well too. Thank you so much. We'll see you again. Peace out.